After Andrew. I made my preparations as best I could, brought in everything loose from outside and taped up the windows, filled the bathtub and a bunch of gallon jugs, then went to my mother's house to stay with her. She didn't want to be alone. We would ride it out together. At its worst, it sounded like a ghost train with screaming demons, and I expected the roof to go at any moment, but it held. The big tree in the back went down and wedged against the glass doors. A chunk of the mobile sign flew over a mile to settle in the driveway. The streets flooded with water, debris, downed trees. We wondered when the power would come back on, when the streets would be cleared. It usually didn't take too long in the nicer suburbs. I waded to the mall a few blocks away where I had left my car, safe in an upper story of the parking garage. I drove to check on my house. There was no damage. It was made of strong Dade County pine and had survived many a hurricane. The house 2 doors down was not so lucky. A tree had broken it in two. I parked in my yard and noticed most of my neighbors in the street, the women commiserating in the still wet air, the men swarming the trees that were blocking the streets, attacking with machetes, axes, saws. Cubans, Hondurans, Salvadorans, Dominicans. It would never occur to them to call the county and complain. When are you going to clear the streets? There are trees and branches everywhere. I can't get out of my house. I need to get to the supermarket. I pay taxes. I vote. I'm entitled to some service. But these immigrant folk don't expect the government to do anything for them. They don't trust government. They're self-reliant, like Emerson wrote. Do they even teach Emerson in the Caribbean and Latin America? Do they still teach him in the United States? I wonder.